Good morning, everyone. I'm Gil Chris, www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com is my webpage. Go and check it out. IFBB Pro L.G.FIT45 on Instagram is my handle. So today is 9/29/17, and so I got questions and emails and training questions from people, and so I'm going to try to elaborate a little bit about perception, and hopefully it ties into a bigger picture about just what people are doing in society and in the world and everything else like that. So I often get people who ask me questions about send me a video and said, what do you think about what this person is doing? Does this work? Does that work? How do you think about their form? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it's not that simple. A power lifter, in most cases, don't really train like a bodybuilder. They both lift weights. A sprinter don't really train like an offensive lineman. A DB don't necessarily train in the weight room like a linebacker. A safety don't necessarily train or put emphasis on the same thing like a corner. So once you realize that every situation is a unique situation, and it's most of the time you're trying to express or trying to tap in or trying to improve genetic strengths or genetic weaknesses. And that goes from strength training, body composition, any specific things. Now, from a biomechanical standpoint, there are some things that make more sense than not. And I've seen people do things that I thought looked totally crazy and weird, be it with conversating or getting their methodology, their ideology, and understanding what it was that they were trying to accomplish for whatever reason. It starts to make sense to some degree. Would I approach it the way that they approach it? Probably not, but that's the beauty of having my own mind and being enlightened and being conscious, is that I will choose the path that is going to be the one that I feel is going to be produce the most level of success for me. So you cannot mimic, emulate, imitate what other people are doing in a weight room or really in life in general. But we all celebrate this holiday, celebrate that, think that we know what this is for one person, what this is for one person, who God is when everybody say praise God for one person. It is all perception. It is all internally processed, and then you interpret it, the outside world, the way that you interpret it. And just, take that for whatever you want to take it for. And it's addressing other issues about people who's trying to perceive other people's reality of what certain aspects of this world or this country or these things are. Everybody has a unique experience. It's called life, but in the big scheme of things, just like in a weight room, there are certain principles, certain laws, certain things that we can look at and see throughout history what has worked and what hasn't worked. And don't get it twisted. There's a reason why the victors promote their form of history and other things and stuff like that. Because if you really told the truth, or people really told the truth about certain aspects of history, the atrocities, and if they have a moral compass or a moral understanding, it would be very hard to look in a mirror in most cases. And if you could, then obviously you are the descendants, or you are the creature that you are. And I just kind of got off a little bit, but that goes the same way in athletics. I mean, I've been competing for a long time. I've been a world-class athlete. Side note, I want to say that I'm very pleased and very happy that Classic Physique came along, and the IFBB and NPC. Being a lifetime natural athlete, it has given me a platform to excel to my full genetic potential, even though I'm past that. I'm past the genetic potential age, but I don't believe that, because I believe that I can improve. I believe that I'm going to break the world record in the 100 when I'm 100 years old. I believe that I have other things to do if I'm fortunate enough to wake up tomorrow and continue my journey on what I call life, to shatter, break, and set new barriers and understanding of what is full genetic potential and how long you can express that and continue to improve upon that. So that's one of my main purposes for doing what it is that I do. But back to what I was talking about. So you can't judge what someone else is doing unless you conversate, get an understanding, get knowledge about what it is that they're trying to accomplish. And then you can actually look and see if the results will work for them. And although it may work for them, it still may not work for you. So you have to be willing to adapt and correct and learn how to adapt and add things that you may want to try that you are emulating from other people or other societies or other races or whatever it is, because a lot of things are emulated, and get understanding and knowledge what the true meaning and what it is that's trying to be accomplished when you're emulating these people. Once again, my name is Lamont Gilchrist. L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com is my webpage. Have a great Friday, and be yourself. Know thyself. Understanding thyself is more than enough to worry about. Thanks.